it a little bit tougher to get a wide receiver one and an RB1, but
I don't know. I like it. I think McCaffrey can be the upside as long as he's healthy, and I think George Kittle, if he's healthy, can be like a top
yeah.
three tight end, if not top two.
All
He's
right, at
he's low for me
10,
just because of injuries. Who's
who
10
was
for
that?
you?
McCaffrey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
McCaffrey
He
and
does
Kittle.
have the team that is scariest for injury, I feel like.
Like if Brees Hall is legit and his team is healthy, he could be like top three in our league. I feel like
For sure, if Brees Hall
breaks out.
overtakes Michael Carter. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who'd you have at 10?
Number 10, I had Mike. Actually, I had Mike
Okay,
and Noah tied at number 10.
interesting. I had Logan Freeman.
Really?
I wasn't a huge fan of his uh, heavy running back strategy. I think he got two really good ones to start. It just left his wide receivers kind of
Yeah.
open. It's tough to draft a wide receiver one past round four. Like it's tough to
Freeman or
draft a guy
Logan
that's going to
Chamberlain?
finish top 12. Freeman.
Oh, really? I really like
Yeah,
Freeman's team. That's funny.
yeah. Thank you, Aiden.
Dude,
You did have you do get praise later on in the show because you did something good in the draft.
I think our rankings are like way fucking different. That's funny.
No ones that you said so far wasn't in my bottom six, at least.
Yeah, I got Mike at 10, tied with Noah, just kind of the
Yeah, I know
RB0.
at 9.
I like Josh
I
Allen
know at
more
9.
than Herbert. Cooper
Yeah,
Cup should
makes
be a
sense.
beast. I don't know. Both solid. And
All right,
Michael, if Michael's running backs get hurt, Michael's fucked. Michael has three
let me
running
look at
backs
them.
on his roster, and it's Damian Pierce and Kareem Hunt
Jesus
and Isaiah
Christ.
Spiller. Michael's gonna be.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess,
That was my one note for Michael's team at extreme risk of injury.
but outside of, I mean, tight end's fine. You got a tight end one, I guess, but
Yeah,
like
he's a plus.
wide receivers are crazy. Actually,
Yeah,
his wide receivers are nuts.
and
But that
that's
came at the cost of drafting the QB one. I mean, his running backs were bad because he drafted three wide receivers and a quarterback before his first running back. So he went fully on RB0
stupid RB0. And I don't like that there's no like shots at like possible breakout running
later in the
backs.
draft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're just like counting on Damian Pierce to be legit, I guess. You can
yeah.
maybe move George Pickens for somebody if he ends up being good, because you're never starting George Pickens over any of these guys,
No, that's the thing about drafting three good wide receivers is you kind of
barring injury.
pigeonhole yourself into not being able to start your breakouts that you might pick up like a Devontae. Well, Devontae won't break out again. We know what we have in Devontae Smith. All
Yeah,
right.
I agree. My number 9 was Alex.
Yeah, I had Noah,
Noah.
and I think I had Alex at 12, so not that far off.
Yeah. I don't. I just.
I had
Yeah, I've said what I have to say about Alex's team, I think.
okay.
You got anything to say
Keaton was
about
my
Noah?
let me see. Actually, yeah. Let me talk about Noah's team because
If Cam
he was
Akers
another
is
guy
good,
that
your team is like terrifying. That's another
yeah,
thing, Noah.
actually I don't trust Cam Akers coming off an Achilles.
Me either. But it wasn't like he reached for him. So there's that.
No, not at all. He got him at a really good value. It just
It's because he's risky.
yeah. And I mean, flex is good. Wide receivers are very good. You just have to hope that Herbert lives up to expectation of being the QB3,
Yeah,
which I think he has a good chance to.
me too. I love the Chargers. Bolt gang or don't bang.
Yeah, if I could build my team of just Chargers and Bills, I would. All right.
What number was that?
Eight
Number 9?
hole.
Number 8.
That was 9. Now we're on to 8. Who did you have at 8?
I had James at number 8.
James was my 11, so yeah, that makes sense. I had Keaton
Keaton.
at
We can
8.
talk about Keaton. I like Keaton's my 7, so that's a good
Yeah,
little
it's about
segue.
the same spot. I think his upside's a little capped.
I Yeah, that's where I'm kind of at too. I think it's like upsides capped just because
Floor is
like
high
Mike
though.
Evans and Chris Godwin. I think more often than
Yeah.
not that'll be good, but you're not gonna get like 60 points from your wide receivers ever, you know?
Did say I'm looking on the news. Godwin practiced in full on Wednesday, so
That's pretty crazy.
but I also saw a quote from him saying that he doesn't have a timetable on return and he's gonna come back whenever him, his wife, and his physical therapist are ready.
That's
It's
cool.
like, all right,
Involve
all right,
everybody. Put the whole team in on
yeah,
the decision. I don't like
yeah. His
drafting people coming off of ACLs. I didn't draft anyone coming off an ACL this year. That was a
yeah,
conscious
it's
choice
tough
I made.
coming. It's tough coming into the season with one of your guys you want to start hurt or recovering from injury. Just a little
Godwin's a dog though.
scary.
If he ends up
He is.
100%, Keaton's team might like roll. It'll be really good. Alan
Yeah,
Lazard's really good
and
too.
if
I like him.
I mean Chubb, he drafted him high, but that's a great running back too.
Yeah, stupid
And
floor.
he has potentially two wide receiver ones. Actually, Keaton might be higher than 8. Actually, now that I'm looking at it heavier,
Yeah, I just
I was too worried about what
same
could go
team.
wrong and not what could go right. Yeah.
I think
He
Mahomes is a little
also
sketchy.
has,
I don't know how much I believe in Mahomes without
yeah,
Tyreek
but I mean,
Hill.
he has Rodgers on his bench if that does get scary. And if one of his running backs gets hurt him early in the season, at least he has Rashad Penny. He's
Yeah,
another guy with only 3 running backs on his roster, though, which is strange.
that is pretty weird. I like the dart
So
throws,
that's,
man.
yeah,
That
I'll,
was
I'll
my
take the
7.
chance on it.
Who's yours?
Griff was my 7.
Really? Griff went way up for you.
Yeah.
I don't like
Uh,
Griff's
I
receivers.
I really liked Pitts, Mooney, and Dalvin, but outside of that, it's a little sketchy.
Yeah. I like Mooney. I don't like the idea of him being a starting wide receiver, not being in the flex.
Yeah, understandable. Griff did get I
Derek
think he got a
Carr
little
pick.
befuddled with the Derek Carr pick. There's still Matthew Stafford out there. I was thinking about trying to pick up Stafford today and just stash him, but I couldn't figure out who I would drop. So Stafford's still out there, and I think it's a travesty
It is a
that he's
travesty.
available.
Brian was trying to draft him in like the 10th round, and he fell all the
Yeah,
way to UDFA.
yeah.
Okay. So
All
for
right.
number 6, I have a
Uh,
tie again.
okay.
I,
Let's hear it.
it's me and Logan Chamberlain tied at
Okay.
5, I guess.
I had you at 5, so
Okay.
that's pretty good. I had Michael at 6.
Mike made it to 6. That's fair, because yeah.
I I really like getting Cooper Cup at 7 was good value. Getting CD where he got him, I was fine with, and then Josh Allen, and I mean, at the positions that are the least susceptible to being ruined by injury, he has the best of. I think he has the best wide receiver core and the best quarterback.
I agree. Yeah, Josh
And
Allen's a stud.
there's a lot of variance at running back to where, I mean, if one of our first running backs gets hurt, it hurts us a lot more than if his
If Kareem Hunt
7th round
goes
running back
down,
gets hurt. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm with it.
All right, so I had you at 5. Do you want to talk about your team, or you want me to talk about your team?
You could talk about my team. I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
So I wanted, if I had been at your pick, I would have made the exact same first 2 picks probably that you made.
Aaron Jones over Saquon?
Yes, 100%.
Me too.
And if T Higgins was available, and I mean, I guess some AJ Brown and Michael Pittman were already gone, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, then that would have been my pick. So yeah, I mean, outside of tight end, which you just waited on until the very end, I really like your team, and
Yeah,
I think Joku could be very good with Brissett. It just depends on how he decides to divvy up targets.
definitely. I'm just
Looking at
messing
oh
around with
your
that.
your bench running backs, I see the dart throws. I love Chase Edmonds,
I love Chase
which that's not
Edmonds
even a
too.
dart throw. That's just a good pick. I'm
Good.
not sure. Did you take him in the which round did you take him in? Do you remember?
I'll just look real quick. I think it was pick
It's
56. Yeah, 58, fifth round.
58, fifth round. Yeah,
I don't know. It
I
was after
definitely
AJ
had him.
Dillon.
I definitely had him ranked higher than 58, probably around low 50s. So yeah, that's. I mean, you didn't reach for him, but yeah, I like him, especially as an RB3. Like some of some teams would be happy to have him as their RB2 or even one,
Right.
and and some of these teams that win zero RB. So that's cool as your RB3. And your receivers, they're not gonna carry you every week, but I think
They're not
you
gonna
have.
lose me the game either. I like that they seem pretty safe.
Yeah, Gabe Davis is
He's kind of my upside shot at wide
he's one of
receiver.
my he's one of my steals.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you have him ranked? Do you
I,
remember?
it was mid to low 50s, but I just think he has the upside on him is insane.
It is definitely crazy.
I think he has a shot to I saw a tweet and I was like it could happen. It scares me about Diggs that he could lead the league in touchdowns possibly. That was
What?
somebody's bold prediction.
That's a
I mean,
maybe, I guess, but I wouldn't call for it. Bolder
no.
man than me.
Yes. But I think that's a fun pick. All right, four spot. Who
Four
do you have?
spot. I've got Freeman in the four spot.
Yeah, Freeman. Oh, so this is our first big variance because most of them we were at least like five ish ranks away.
Yeah,
I had Logan Chamberlain on the four spot.
that's we're
Um,
close on Logan Chamberlain, but not Logan Freeman.
yeah, Freeman.
Whereas I
So
love Eckler and Fournette. I think they're two locked in, probably RB1s, honestly.
yeah, I've seen some people taking Fournette at the back half of the first round, but I wasn't bold enough to do that.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
do that, but
love a 30-year-old running back, however old he is,
I don't believe all
coming
the
into camp
smoke
with a
that he sucks, whatever.
oh, it's also just kind of telling that they brought in another running back that they drafted. I don't know.
I believe, yeah, I'm with that, but I don't think they're gonna hand over the reins to Rashad White
Yeah.
anytime soon.
No. But just more competition's never good.
Definitely. I love Darren Waller. He was probably
Yeah,
one of like
I
two
think
tight
I
ends I
came.
thought I could actually pick. That was a good tight
So I
end.
know we talked about this a few weeks ago, but I didn't know how to feel about Waller. I think draft day, I would have taken Dalton Schultz over Waller.
Really? I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
stuff that it was like a purely contract dispute and not actually a hamstring injury, and
I
I'd have definitely taken Waller if he fell to me in the fifth, which
I
is when
just
he got
don't
taken.
see. I don't see how he continues that kind of production with Devonta Adams there. I think it hurts him really a lot
We'll have to see.
because I mean he was, yeah. I mean he didn't reach for him. I don't think he did.
Nah.
No, 46, a little bit maybe. But if he wanted him, he was gonna have to take him there. He wasn't gonna be back there on his next pick probably.
Yep.
So I mean, if you thought that guy was gonna be a top three tight end, top four tight end, you were gonna have to take him there. All right.
ETN
That
as
was
the RB3 is super nice too. Full PPR.
yeah,
Gonna flex him. The wide receivers are weak.
yeah.
I like
Wide
Waddle.
receivers are weak.
Waddle's
I
good. I
like
like
Waddle.
Ayuk as well.
I like how you as a flex. I just couldn't get behind him as a wide receiver too. I don't think.
Sure. There could be some more depth there, but that's all right.
I do like James Cook and Rashad White as running back rookie breakouts though.
Sure.
I think both of those guys have a chance to be like the third down back on high scoring teams.
Dude, I think we both have the same top three too. We haven't said any
All
of
right,
our
let's hear
top
it.
threes.
Yeah, we haven't said any of our top three.
Mine is Matt
Mine
at three.
mine was myself at three.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked Brian and Matt's teams a lot.
Matt or Brian's
So
my one, so
Brian's my one as well. Yeah,
nice. Look at
by
that.
by far one.
Yeah, I think Brian's got a good lead on everybody, but
Yeah, he had guys in every single round that I was hoping and was planning on them falling 4 spots to me, but he picked them, and they were still good
sniper.
values at his spot.
Right.
All right, so at 3, what are my strengths and weaknesses?
Okay. So I've got you at 2 for the record, but I think your only
Okay,
real weakness is Elijah Mitchell, man.
I like him. I'm a big. I've always
I think he's really good.
um.
Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I
I've,
trust the health, and you know how Kyle Shanahan is with his running backs.
yeah, that is true. I just like having Rams and 49ers running backs because of the systems that they run.
Yeah,
If I can figure out who the starter is and who's going to be on the field the most, I want that guy on my team
I
as
think you
my.
got a lot of really good depth pieces too. I loved Ramondre. I liked Melvin as well.
Yeah, I feel comfortable starting if I
Between
have to. Like
yeah,
if one of my
Cordarrelle, Ramondre, and Melvin, I'd be fine RB2ing any of those guys
yeah,
for a
if
little bit.
somebody goes down on a freak injury in week 1 or something, I have guys that I can plug in and be like, okay, I'm not dead.
Yeah, and if Javonte gets hurt, Melvin's probably an RB1. If Damian Harris gets
Yeah,
hurt, Ramondre's like a high-end RB2.
and
Cordarrelle, he'll
then
just be good
Cordero
for 12 points probably any given
Cordero was
week.
my guy that I wanted to get. Who I was like, all right, he's on a bad team. He's one of 3 players on offense that are going to even be fantasy relevant at all. I think he can get me 10 points in a week if I have to flex him or something.
Definitely. And your wide
So
receivers are
that's what
dope,
I was.
bro. I was planning on getting Mike Williams, Cortland Sutton on the turn, and I got T, who I'd rather have than both of them, but ugh,
Yeah,
I
I
love
I
Cortland Sutton,
really
man.
wanted Russell Wilson, but I couldn't. I didn't think he was going to get back around to me at 80, which I don't think he did.
When
He
did
might
Matt
have.
take him? I think it was close.
Let's go to Matt's team next because he was my 2.
Oh, he went 102. Russell Wilson did in the
Oh,
ninth.
and I could have waited. I'm a big fan of the Broncos.
The
I think they're
quarterbacks
gonna be really
dropped a
good
lot
this
in this
year.
draft, honestly. Like
They
Aaron Rodgers
did.
went like in the 12th or some shit when Keaton took his
They
second
did.
quarterback.
Yeah. So looking at Matt's team, we're off of mine now. I like Matt's team a lot.
Me too. I
He
love
has,
Russ. Russ should be solid, top six around that
yeah,
area.
he has a top 6 to 8 quarterback. That, I mean, the the roof is the ceiling for that guy.
Amen.
He can break through it.
What have we got? Derrick
Um,
Henry. He
I think
should be a
he has a
beast.
chance to have 2 RB1s. I like James Conner a lot.
Definitely. James Scott, he's gonna get the work. The offense is great.
He's got no competition there at all.
It's
He's
just
on a good
Eno
offense.
Benjamin.
Yeah. And then his wide receivers, he has 3
I don't.
guys that I could see being the number 1 wide receiver, and they're all Cooks and Debo are insanely talented, and then Juju, I don't he's a wild card, but he's a flex, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then he's got Renfro, who's kind of the opposite of Juju. Worst case.
Yeah,
Like
for
Renfro
sure.
will get like 15 or average 14 or so on the season.
And I don't love Clyde Edwards, but as an RB3, he's fine.
I was like looking at Brandon Cooks as a wide receiver too initially, and I was like, that's kind of gross. And then I had Brandon Cooks, and I looked back and I was like, wait, he's just gonna be
Yeah,
better this year, if anything. You know, the Texans got better this offseason.
and Davis Mills, he could
Take
break
another
out.
little big long next step
Davis,
forward.
he's a big long neck. Davis Mills breakout, is he gonna over under 4,000 passing yards for Davis Mills this year?
Under. No offense to
Okay.
Davis. I think they're just gonna get better.
You're not a part of Mills Mafia.
I think that the Texans are really good and they're slept on, but like fantasy wise, I think they'll have a decent amount of assets that are good. I
Yeah,
don't 4,000 is kind of a lot when your team's fucking horrible.
it is. Well, his team's horrible. He's gonna be throwing the ball. All right. Um,
Number one,
I think that's all I can say
B
about his team. Number
Pawns.
one, Brian, consensus number one. That's a lot to live up to
Consensus number one. Yeah.
after his performance last year, which might have been his worst in this league ever. Um, yeah, it's just It's really good.
He got Tom at like a super duper value. Tom was like the
Yeah,
QB2 last year.
yeah. I had Brady, I think, all year last year, and he just consistently outperformed the younger guys that were higher drafted than him.
Najee and
Yeah, he
Saquon,
was QB2.
they're both gonna
So he has,
be just like bell cows, 25 touches a game type running
yeah, the
backs.
best offensive players on their team who the offense is going to run through.
Gonna get like at least 3 or 4 catches a game. Gives you nice floor. They're gonna have multiple touchdown upside too. Everybody loves Michael
And
Pittman,
then
right?
I love Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a. I'm not going to say Julio Jones. I know that's easy, but like if
If he's like a
he was
top
so good
five wide
last
receiver,
year
it
with
wouldn't surprise me.
fucking yeah, he was so good last year with fucking Carson Wentz, and Matt Ryan is he supported two uh wide receiver startable wide receivers like 2 years ago.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's an upgrade over Carson Wentz. Not even
For
really that
sure.
close. Michael Pittman's a dog.
Marquise Brown,
It's like a,
uh
I think it was like a value pick
I like
almost though. He just
I
fell to
like
him.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
he's a
see where he got
talented
picked.
player.
65th for sure. He's talented.
A-Rob.
He's the wide receiver one until D Hop comes back on Kyler pre Call of Duty. It's gonna be disgusting. He legit might. I mean, he might he could be a top 10 wide receiver until D Hop gets back.
Definitely. Very
Especially with how
believable.
the Cardinals tend to start out.
Yeah, they're gonna air that bitch out, no doubt. I love A-Rob.
I love A Rod. I love Rashad Bateman.
Matt Robinson, or not Matt Robinson, Matt Stafford's elbow scares me a little bit, but no way to know about that till we see it.
Yeah.
AJ
Fun
Dillon was a
fact:
great value pick
Who do
when
you
Brian
think is
picked him.
older? Who do you think is older, Allen Robinson or Cooper Cup?
I think Allen Robinson's only like 28, so I guess Cooper Cup's like 29.
Yeah, Cooper Cup's a year older than Allen Robinson.
That's crazy. I bet you Cooper Cup was
Fun
like some
fact.
fucking sixth year senior though.
And he went to Eastern Washington. I don't think he left early.
Yeah, I love Bat or Bateman. Bateman should be like
Bateman,
rock solid flex worthy.
Bateman and Dillon might be my two favorite guys coming off of anyone's bench.
There's legit Josh Palmer, good dart throw. Michael Gallup in like the
Yeah,
last round, he's one of my steals.
yeah,
Just
might as
'cause
well.
if he comes in the IR spot, he could be like a flex play, legit flex play when he comes back.
Yeah. All
Um,
right,
yeah, that's everybody.
all right. You want to go into?
Do our guests have
I
anything to say
guess.
about the power rankings if you're in here?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if everybody's still in here if they got tired of hearing us talk.
Probably.
No, we still have.
We got Griff. What you got, Griff?
I liked it.
You liked it?
I like the rankings. I agree. My team needs some work.
It's all right.
Put myself to like a 7-8 slot, but
Seven,
maybe
eight,
some trades will help me.
for sure.
Uh, yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty damn good ratings.
I
So
like we said at the beginning, like we drafted really well this year, I feel like. I don't think
Yeah, there
even
was.
though you were last, like you've still got some aspects that are really good and also like DK Metcalf's super talented and he's one of the reasons why your team was so low because I don't like him,
yeah,
but he
I
could
like
still be
I like
legit.
Drake London too.
Yeah.
I like some guys that can blow up. Maybe that Alec
Thielen.
Pierce, guys like that. That
I liked Alec
you
Pierce a
know,
lot. He was a great pick in the
yeah.
last round. I think he'll
You
be
have
So I don't
two
know.
white wide receivers not named Cooper Cup. Do you have anything to say about that?
White pride. That's all I have to say. I hope this is going on YouTube.
Oh, I liked Russell Gage a lot too. I thought that was a good pick.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
pulling off the upset of the week. Number 11 upsetting number 2. I'm just going to put that out there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go over the matchups too. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What are your steals and reaches, Nick? You got any?
My steals first. And I didn't realize this until my third wide receiver that I named a steal, but they are all going to be wide receivers picked between 51 and 71.
That's pretty funny.
So
Kind
it
of
was
random.
Gabe Davis at 63. I had him low 50s. Chris Godwin 71. I'm getting the post-injury hype now, and I'm jealous that I didn't make the decision to pick him.
Sure.
Because if he does come back fully from injury, it's a huge steal.
Definitely.
Waddle
Yeah.
at 51, I had
Waddle's
him
on a mine.
closer to like 30, 33. I think I had him at. Like I almost picked him over, not Sutton. No, yeah, maybe Sutton. He was my third wide receiver after those two guys
Really? You almost
in
picked him
that
over
spot.
Michael. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't have him that high.
He
I
was
liked
he was
Cortland Sutton and Mike Williams for sure above him.
he was third, but it was not by a huge margin. I mean, it was maybe a couple spots. I just like the upside on those other guys better.
Sure.
And then Darnell Mooney at 52, I really like.
Really? You liked Mooney at that value?
I like Mooney. I mean, I think he's gonna be really good in PPR.
The
He was
talent's
good last
legit.
year.
Yeah. I don't know. Justin
If
Fields is
Justin Fields
sussy.
can do
And he
anything,
gets like 12 targets a game. I mean, there's
Definitely.
nobody
yeah,
else in the
It's him
offense
and
that's
Komet,
good.
man.
So,
That's it.
yep.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Do you have your steals?
I got my steals. I've got Waddle, as previously mentioned. I
Yep.
got Monty. Where did David Montgomery go? He went like
So late, but I also didn't want to give Logan the satisfaction of me picking one of his players a little bit.
he went at the end of the fifth. He went after Chase Edmonds, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
maybe not the best pick on my end, but I don't know. I like Chase
yeah.
Edmonds.
I forgot about him, but yeah, that was one that I was like, oh shit, he's still there because I was planning on picking him
I
at that
think
point.
I kind of believe that Khalil Herbert's gonna get some usage, but you cannot argue with David Montgomery's like free there. If he's anything like what he was last year, that's legit. What's up, Matt?
Hold on, I didn't know my voice was on.
Oh, you're good.
Matt, you were a top 3 power rated team.
It says I'm 6 on the final projections.
Who cares?
Well, on me and Hayden's power ranking,
You were unanimously agreed on to be top 3. I had you at
for
3. Nick had you at 2.
yeah,
I appreciate that.
yeah,
Legit
you missed
team.
that. I just thought you might want that praise.
Yeah,
All right,
appreciate it.
so
All right, I'm gonna tune out and listen now.
That'll work.
all right, so after Montgomery, who else did you have as drafted undervalued?
I don't have the stats or the numbers to back this, but I think Josh Jacobs in the 6th, in the same vein as like David Montgomery. Like whenever he's been on the field, he just produces, man. Even if it's like gross for PPR, he doesn't catch the ball. I don't know, I kind of just believe in him that he'll get fucking like 13 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards and be at worst solid. He was like the RB 14 or some shit last year. He was really good. And
Yeah,
then yeah, Michael Gallup like in the last round, I thought was a great pick.
yeah,
Doesn't even
I
It's like a free roster spot too.
yeah for sure because you can just throw him right on the IR. I don't know if Brian's done that yet,
I
but
don't think he has. That's all right.
that's yeah, better for us. Yeah, he hasn't.
That's all right.
All right. Anyways, was that all your steals?
That's all my steals. What are your bad picks?
All right. Do you want to go first this time? You want me to go first?
I'll go first. My
All
first
right.
one is Amari Cooper. I didn't
Oh, I
like
don't
him.
remember where he went.
He went the pick after Hunter Renfrow and the pick before Michael Thomas. He went before Chris
Oh,
Godwin as well.
yeah. I don't love that.
I don't like it either.
Is he starting on someone's team?
He's on Noah's team. I don't think he's starting.
He's on my bench.
He's got Michael Thomas
Oh,
starting over him. Oh, nope. This is the wrong team.
I would have took Godwin, but I don't like the ACL tear. So
yeah.
Understandable.
Makes sense. And there probably weren't many running backs in that range that you loved. I would guess.
I liked like Alan Lazard over him. I liked Ayuk over him. I
Let's look at.
probably would have even taken like Christian Kirk over him, who he took in the next round. I don't know. Like for sure
Yeah,
Rashad
Cooper.
Bateman
I
too.
mean,
I don't know. He's talented.
the only gripe. Yeah, the only gripe with Cooper is he has Jacoby Brissett thrown to him for the majority of the fantasy season.
And I don't want to really
Bateman
even care
didn't
about fucking
have Mark.
Deshaun Watson's 5 games,
I think it's 11 now.
or the 5 games he actually plays.
Oh yeah. What was that,
Noah,
Noah?
I couldn't hear you. You were cutting out pretty hard.
Oh, my bad. I said I would have took Rashad Bateman, but I didn't like the Rashad Bateman Mark Andrews on the same team combo.
I
Makes
get that.
sense.
I think to
Limits
me the
the
talent
upside a little
difference was
bit.
different, but
And the same thing with I was going to take Jalen Waddle when he would have been a steal, but I didn't because I didn't want Tyreek and Jalen Waddle on the same team as well.
that sucks. 'Cause
Understandable.
Waddle was a big fat steal.
Yeah. All right, I'll throw in one. I had Travis Etienne. I know I mentioned this during the draft.
Really?
I think he was taken 13 spots too high. And at
Oh,
that point in the draft, that's a lot.
Freeman did take him at the beginning of the third. That's
Yeah, he took him at 27. I
he went
had
before
him around
Tyreek. You'd rather
40.
flex Travis Etienne than Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek or Michael Pittman, or I would have taken James Conner over him for sure if we were going to try and
Yeah,
go 3 RB.
that's fair.
I understand that the upside is crazy for ETN, but it's just, I mean, I guess
I'd definitely rather have
can drop.
James Conner, Tyreek, Michael Pittman.
Yeah,
I had a plan and I stuck to it.
Sure.
fair.
You've got
We'll see.
3 like
That's fair.
legit running
Work.
backs. It's not bad. I still like your team.
Thank you.
There's, I mean, what was your next pick? Was it
Darren Waller.
Oh yeah, your next pick was super far away, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the end of the fourth from the beginning of the third.
Yeah, so there's a chance he didn't make it back to you, and you were gonna have to take a. Well, Brees Hall got back, so there's a chance ETN made it back. Anyways, that was my reach. I said it during the draft. I was surprised that he went there because I thought there was a chance, or I thought he was definitely going to get back around to me at 36. But yeah,
And my Waller pick was kind of based off of the receivers that were there and the receivers that I liked. And I thought that people like after Waddle, I thought people like Michael Thomas and Juju would kind of drop down more, but they did not.
That's all right.
yeah,
So
exactly.
they're early.
Your third and fourth round picks were maybe a little reachy, and then your fifth round pick was one of the best values of the draft, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So
I'm with
balances out.
that.
All right, I had you go. I just threw one out.
I didn't like Justin Herbert in the fourth.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's like
was
close to
willing.
his value, but definitely when the way the draft panned out, that ended up being a pretty big reach, I feel
That
like.
is true. Yeah, no, I think it's near his ranking, but looking at how other people drafted quarterbacks, like I don't love my Lamar pick where I took him honestly because it looks like I could have gotten a guy 6 rounds later that's gonna maybe finish within a couple spots of him.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Maybe not 6 rounds, but like 5 rounds later, and like Russ or Tom Brady, that could have finished near him in points. But I mean, it's the risk you take
And
on
for
taking quarterback early because there could be a run on quarterbacks after. Like if I had taken Lamar and then somebody took Kyler, and then in the 6th or 7th round, quarterback started flying off, and then you're stuck with Trey Lance in the 8th as you're the only dude without a starter.
yeah, and just when you're
Something weird.
drafting Justin Herbert that high, you want him to be Josh Allen. You know, you're expecting the QB2, and if he's not, you're going to be disappointed. I think that's
Yeah,
a little bit
true.
of a
True.
yellow flag. Slow down.
This one might be a little bit of a nitpicky one. I'm going to go with Isaiah Spiller,
Oh yeah, that was not a good one.
considering that I don't think he has a clear line to touches even. Not even like playing time, but like just touches in general. I don't love it.
Yeah,
But I would have rather taken another one. I really like the late round wide receivers and mid round running backs because the running backs late you're getting backups, but wide receivers late you get like a third string wide receiver on a half decent team,
yeah, like
like
Alec
say
Pierce,
Josh Palmer. Yeah,
Josh Palmer,
Palmer,
Jahan
and then
Dotson, wide receiver 2.
yeah.
Like that pick
So
a
that was one
lot.
of mine. Was Spiller.
My last bad pick was Derek Carr. That was a layup though. Kind of obvious
Yeah,
one.
I had Burrow at 57 that I didn't love. That was
Yeah.
another quarterback that I thought went a little early when looking back at like who else was picked much later.
Yeah, I think Burrow, I think it initially seems really bad, but I don't know. I remember that like Joe Burrow ran the ball a little bit as a rookie, and he was coming off that pretty gnarly injury. He didn't run hardly at all last year.
Yeah.
And we're projecting the breakout for Joe Burrow. If he runs like
Oh
for
yeah,
350
absolutely.
yards, I wouldn't be surprised if he pays off the ADP, honestly. But
Yeah, I had probably Burrow in that same range as Wilson and Brady. Maybe like take him instead of Derek Carr in round 9, but yeah.
yeah,
All
that's
right,
all
you
mine.
wanna look through matchups for this week, and
Yeah.
if they're in the chat, they can
Well, you gotta hurry though. We're going slow.
how what time is it? Jesus Christ? Yeah, these won't be this long all the time. Hopefully, they'll be under 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Or
faster at it.
well, also we went through power rankings and
Yeah.
all right. What's the first matchup you see?
I've got me versus Brian. Who do you see?
Okay, me versus Noah. That's how it works. All right, I'll go to that one though.
Okay. So, in our matchup, who we got? I've got Gabe Davis on Thursday Night Football. Excited to watch that
That's
shit.
yeah,
And I don't know. It should be good. Both of us got good running backs. Swift and
yeah.
Aaron Jones versus Najee and Saquon. And
We're
then,
so early in the season that the projections really don't mean anything, and also they're so tight on every single matchup because no teams are souped up yet,
uh-huh.
and no teams are hurt from injury. So I mean, they all should be good, but
Yeah, this should be a good
um,
matchup. I'm excited to watch the fucking
Gabe,
Eagles, man. The Eagles should be good. I kind of am
yeah,
leaving all the hype on the Eagles a little bit.
Super Bowl dark horse, Super Bowl contender.
They could totally win the NFC East, I feel like. Their offensive line is legit. Nobody talks about it. Like top
Yeah.
3 in the NFL.
All right, let's look at the natural born Kylers and Broncos country. Let's ride
Let's ride. Oh,
Broncos
we should say
country.
who we got winning as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Brian just because he was power ranked higher.
I'm picking me. Gotta be your own
Okay,
biggest fan.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. So Broncos country, let's ride. And natural is spelled wrong. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or an accident.
I just noticed it.
Is
That's
that on
pretty
purpose
funny
or an
for me.
accident,
There's
Freeman?
no way that's on purpose.
Is he? Did he?
It's
Is he
it's on accident, definitely.
Okay, are you gonna fix that, or are you just leaving it with the natural born Kylers?
Let it rock.
All right.
That's funny.
We'll see how we
um,
we'll see how
Wait,
we.
so who do y'all have winning the Broncos country versus
I'm
the?
looking at it right now.
Logan box for definitely hitting.
I'm leaning towards Matt with Russell Wilson in the revenge game, and yeah, I'm just leaning Matt
That's
right
a good
now.
point. I like
He's got
Logan's running backs to outscore Matt's.
yeah, he's got Zach Ertz and James Conner going up against the Chiefs defense. I'm not sure how they'll look this year. Maybe they'll score a lot of points. I mean, maybe the Cardinals can score a lot of points. Maybe they'll get a couple of touchdowns. Who knows?
Matt's got a bunch of people in the Arizona
Yeah, gotta
Chiefs
hope it's
game.
high scoring.
Yeah.
Hope that game's high scoring. I guess I'm gonna go Matt. I think.
I think I'd edge it to Matt as well. I think most of his games are going to be high scoring.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna
Close game though.
go
Close one. I liked
Griff James
Logan's team.
next.
Yeah.
Griffin and James. All right. Dak attack Team Johnson. Sheesh. Um, I'm looking at the box score. It just shows like who has the advantage at each projection. This might be the biggest line difference, actually.
Mine only says it's a 4-point difference.
Wait, this is fucked. It says that James says Juju. That's not right. Let's get it together.
I don't think,
ladies.
yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot of high scoring games in this one.
Well, the kickers and defenses is a little different. So like we don't have kickers or defenses, so it's going to take some points off of everybody's
I just meant
overall
like
every week.
the matchups between the two players.
Oh, yeah.
Like the best matchup in this is probably the Chargers versus the Raiders for points.
Yeah.
AJ Brown might go for 30 against Detroit though. Their secondary's
Yeah.
dog balls. I don't like anybody
We
in the
still
Bears
on
matchup.
my game.
Yeah,
We
Griffin,
are.
James.
I'm
I'm getting my
liking
read on it right now. Are you
I'm
liking
liking
yourself?
Javante. I don't know if I like myself. I'm just liking Javante going for 25 plus. Shitty Seahawks defense. Bobby Wagner, not at middle
That is true. Bobby
linebacker.
Wagner's on.
Super bad run defense. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think my only question is, does Javante actually get the touchdowns? Because we
Yeah,
don't know
no,
if he
Or
is.
is Melvin
that's
still
tough.
there to
Yeah.
snake him?
Or even
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton could catch 3 or some random
You know what
shit.
scares me is Christian McCaffrey is healthy, so I'm going to bet on the team with Christian McCaffrey.
That's fair.
Because whenever McCaffrey's healthy, it seems like you win more often than you lose if you have him on your team.
Yeah,
I mean,
like I don't know. I think Brees Hall versus Baltimore might be really fucking rough. I mean, that might be like
Scary.
a 5-pointer.
Yeah, it definitely could be. If he's not getting, if
4 or 5
Michael Carter
catches.
factors in a lot.
This is the real Baltimore defense. They're not all hurt anymore
That is
like
true.
last year.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think. I'm still sticking with McCaffrey and Dak Prescott. I think are going to score a combined 60 points.
That's fair.
So that'll really
I'll
help
give
him
it to
victory, I
Griff,
think.
bro. I'll give it to Griff. I like bringing the
All
car.
right. All right.
Dalvin's a beast.
Let's do me and Noah next.
Okay.
and
Where do I see
hop
the
through
game?
these.
Where the fuck do I see the games? Oh yeah.
I'm on the box scores.
Okay, yeah. The box score is definitely what I should be doing, not matchup.
No, matchup takes one to load. All right. Ugh.
Herbo versus.
I think I have good matchups for his running backs. I don't think have great matchups for me.
Yeah, I don't think so
I mean,
either.
And mine,
The Bears are
like Kamara
decimated too.
versus-
That's probably a good running matchup now, if anything. They lost Akeem Hicks.
I mean, Atlanta's never scared me on defense. I have Lamar versus the Jets.
Diggs versus the Rams will be a high over/under.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that scares me there is Ramsey, but I mean, I don't even know if he travels. Does he still travel?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Either way, somebody's.
I have the self-confidence that I think I'm gonna win, but
I got you in this one. Sorry, Noah.
all right. I think that my running back and quarterback combo is
Bet
pretty
on it.
good this week with my matchups.
Your big four could definitely go for like 120, so you're not
Yeah,
out of it. Your running backs are just.
yeah.
Oh yeah, running back I'm expecting like 15 combined, hopefully.
All right, I think the last matchup we had. Wait, no, we have two more. We have Logan and Team Duty Judy.
Let's go to Alex's. Duty Judy is a
Alex
pretty sick name.
Alex and Logan. Didn't Zeke play Tampa Bay week 1 last year?
It was week 1 or week 2. Yeah, I remember that.
I remember because I traded him shortly after because I was sick of it.
Yeah, Cowboys open season against the Bucks last year.
Yeah, it's happening again this year.
Cowboys are at home this time though.
I don't know if that'll help Zeke.
That's
but
a horrible matchup for Zeke.
Yeah.
I like Josh Jacobs to find the end zone against the Chargers.
I feel like Alex's team is gonna heavily rely on how the Bengals play every week.
Definitely. Pittsburgh's not
because
a great matchup.
quarterbacks are very important in our league with the ability to score like 35 if they throw 4 touchdowns. And jeez.
I think I got to take Logan just because I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't like them.
I'm leaning to Alex right now, actually.
Really?
Joe Mixon also has to play Pittsburgh.
That's a fair point. That'll
And
probably
Dave Montgomery
cancel
has
out.
to play the. Montgomery has to play the 49ers. I
Devontae
think their rush
versus the
defense is
Chargers
half decent.
might be a bloodbath.
Oh, he's probably gonna murder that secondary. And then DJ Moore versus Cleveland is probably gonna. Oh, jeez, yeah,
I
that's
don't even
scary.
know.
I see Cleveland. I think bad. All right, so I'm gonna go. Logan. You swayed me. I was leaning Alex.
And like Seattle, I get it. Like they're gonna be a shithole team with a bad defense, but they're gonna like just get their ass whooped. You know? I
Yeah.
think that they're gonna give up like like 4 or 5 touchdowns. But if your guy doesn't get one of them, you're gonna be pulling
Yeah.
the starters in like the third fucking quarter against them. So
All
you
right.
don't
I'm
play your
looking
wide
at
receivers.
Michael. I'm looking at Michael and Keaton now,
Yep.
and Keaton's got the highest projected total
Damn. Yeah,
this
he's
week.
got 118.
We're all sitting around 110. These two might have two of the highest projected totals this week, actually. Gonna be a shootout. I think
Damian
if
Pierce.
Godwin plays somehow, I think Keaton wins. I think if Godwin doesn't play, I think Michael has the horses to pull it out, especially with Cup against Buffalo, CD against Tampa.
Yeah,
I
I think Cooper Cup's going for 30.
yeah,
Tre'Davious White doesn't travel.
no,
Also, Cooper
yeah.
Cup plays in the damn slot anyways.
I
Cheat
mean,
code.
Keaton would have to sub in Woods week 1 coming off an ACL tear with Tannehill as his quarterback
Yeah.
or Rashad Penny.
He could start Rashad Penny and put Lazard in the wide
Yeah,
receiver 2 spot. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Godwin just not starting, that takes off a few points off your expected total.
I'm with your opinion. If Godwin plays, Keaton will win. If not, we're giving it to Mike.
Yeah. All right, that was all of them. Do we have any comments on
Closing
our
remarks?
matchup predictions?
Oh yeah. Nah, these
Oh.
guys all fell asleep.
Yeah, they're on mute. They're
That's
just
all
they're
right.
serious too.
What's up, Alex? You got any comments about the matchups?
No comments. Listen, is Logan Chamberlain's not in here, is he? Michael, here.
No, he's not.
Okay, how do y'all feel about Fryermuth for Miles Sanders?
Ooh.
Straight up?
You think he'll accept it?
No, I very much doubt.
I don't think he would.
I mean, he upgrades immediately at tight end. You think like he could put him as a starter?
I think Logan kind of has a soft spot for Miles Sanders, one. But
Yeah,
two, he's a very
he's got.
stubborn man.
Yeah,
I know, but
he's
I
very
know
stubborn.
he's got J.K. I don't know. I felt it was like, he might not. It was worth a shot.
It's definitely a reasonable
If
offer, but I think he'd rather just have the upside of Miles Sanders possibly being legit than
also if you start a trade negotiation with Logan, he's not going to stop until y'all make some kind of deal where he wins.
Oh,
So,
I know that.
Just keep that in mind
Be
whenever you start
careful,
broke.
Alex. Be careful. He's like a Mr. Meeseeks box.
He'll wear you down until you have no more
Resolve.
will to live, and then he'll steal Devontae Adams from you, or I guess he has Devontae Adams.
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad offer, Alex. Like value wise, I think it roughly makes sense. Like where did they get drafted? Pull up the draft recap.
I think it's also tough to make trades before any games happen because people look at what round people were drafting, like, oh, that's 3 rounds later than I drafted my guy. But after week 3, it's like, okay,
That shit
then
don't
you can
matter.
start making
Like
I
if
just don't
both
want
of
Miles
Logan's
Sanders
tight
to go
ends,
out to Detroit.
if both of Logan's tight ends suck, I think he'd be really willing to trade him. But right now, I think he's just gonna want to rock with his 2 tight ends he drafted.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll wait a week, maybe.
You gotta wait and see like 2 or 3 weeks and see whose tight end sucks balls, and then
Yeah,
I've got something special for you.
fair enough. Keep that in mind. Appreciate it, boys.
No problem, Alex.
All right.
Okay, I think that's all.
I'm ready. I'm ready to get off this bit.
Yeah,
We talked for an hour. That's nuts.
yeah, we did talk for a fucking minute. We gotta get this bitch more concise next time.
Well, we're not gonna go full draft recap ever again. So
Yeah, that's also true.
that took a while.
We'll just
Let's
cover
go.
like what happened in the last games and see what's gonna happen with the future ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good
All
good
right.
sesh, man. Oh shit. See ya.